Exciting news for soldiers. They may soon get their hands on entirely new, kind of next generation, far more advanced night vision goggles than they've previously had. It'll be more similar to what the special operations have been using. So picture more of a binocular approach than a monocular approach. This is going to be a great advantage for them. It'll allow them to see far better at night, similar to the way they see at day. So they'll be able to see the enemy at night as they do in the day. So the Army is looking to use some of this extra $800 million and invest it into giving our soldiers new night vision goggles. And why does that matter? Because of course we want to have the best force protection as possible. And if we can improve the way the soldiers can see at night, or see through fog, or see through obscured conditions like sand, night vision goggles are also very useful for that, being able to see the enemy through those tough conditions. Right now they're using a very basic model, which is something like the PVS 14 or the ENVG, and this is a leap ahead for them in terms of the capabilities that they'll be able to bring to the field. Details right now are thin on the ground because this has just recently been announced, but I did want to mention it because this is a very exciting and new capability that our soldiers will have. So what sorts of things could we be thinking about? Well, we've had two breakthroughs that I'd like to mention. Can't guarantee that they'd be included in the sort of night vision that they're going to be equipped with, but I'd love for our soldiers to see this sort of stuff. We've had a breakthrough in combining image intensification with the thermal imaging. So by that I mean being able to kind of zero in on a specific thing, like a binocular, I suppose, in a way, giving you that more precise clarity on what you're looking at if you need to. Like, is it a toy? Is it a grenade, for example, that a child's holding? Another breakthrough that people are very stoked about is the ability to connect the weapon sight with the night vision goggles. That would be another great advantage. But is that enough? It's clearly not enough. We need to do much more in terms of the advances. We've not been aggressive enough in terms of innovating. States, countries that are unfriendly to us have been rapidly catching up, if not matching and possibly surpassing our night vision capabilities. What would I like to see in terms of advances? Far more aggressive, like I stated earlier. What do I mean by that? Well, we need that image intensification, being able to zoom in, that's one great example. I think the best picture I could give you is think something like Terminator style vision or RoboCop style vision. Sound ridiculous, sound like sci-fi? It's not. This is the future of combat, and this is where our hostile countries are going, countries who are hostile to us, they're going in that direction. So what sort of things does that bring to our soldier on the field? What sort of practical advantages? Think about a drone feed, eyes in the sky. Not only would you be able to see at night, but you could see what the drone is seeing from above right there on the same place. Let's think about the actual feel of these goggles. I mean, these night vision goggles are unacceptably heavy and unacceptably cumbersome. It's just not okay. Why haven't we done better? Right now, you've seen them, they're quite awkward and clunky looking. Why can't they just be like sunglasses, right? So think Oakleys or Gators. Why can't we be blending the technology into something that's seamless and easy to use and comfortable and lightweight for our operators and all of our warfighters? That makes more sense to me, and that's something that we should be doing, and also hostile countries are going in that direction. I also would like to see things like being able to communicate, so networked night vision goggles, right? So you could communicate the command, so you can see the same things that you're seeing through your night vision goggles. They can feed you information, you can feed information from team to team, so you can see what they're seeing and use that to factor into your next steps as a team. Bottom line, I'm very excited that our soldiers are going to be getting a more advanced capability. It's long overdue, and they definitely deserve it. But we can't be complacent about owning the night. That gap is rapidly closing between our capabilities, our superiority, our ability to dominate the night, and what our enemies can do, what they can get their hands on. So we need to be relentlessly aggressive about innovating in this terrain. Our soldiers deserve the very best. All of our warfighters deserve the very best, and we must continue to own the night.